Today we will see English Fairy textbook of 3rd standard CBSE syllabus, and this is of Macmillan's Education. In this we will see Nature, Chapter 7, The Unhappy Tree. Chapter 7, The Unhappy Tree. Warm up. Think of your favorite tree. Now discuss these questions about it with your elbow partner. Which tree is it? What kind of leaves does it have? Does it have any fruits or flowers? How is the tree useful to us? Reading. This story is about a tree that was unhappy about something. Do you want to know what? Read on it to find out. Once upon a time, there was a little fir tree that grew in the midst of a wood. In autumn, other big trees covered it with their colorful leaves, and in winter, it was dressed in beautiful fresh snow. In this way, it braved snow and storm until springtime came. Suddenly, the little fir tree was bare. It saw the other trees sprouting beautiful leaves. The little fir tree was covered in sharp and prickly needles instead of leaves. So it said to itself sadly, "All the other trees have beautiful leaves, and I only have sharp needles. If I could have a wish, I would ask for green leaves too." The little tree didn't sleep well that night, but when it woke up in the morning, it could not believe its luck. All the needles were gone, and the little tree was covered in fresh green leaves. It laughed merrily and said, "Now I need not be ashamed any more. I am like my friends in the wood." Wood, a small forest. Now, not long after, along came a goat looking for grass and herbs for himself and his young ones. Delicious, he nibbled and nibbled and nibbled all the crisp new leaves away. He scarfed down the stems and tender shoots till the little tree stood bare. "Alas, alas," cried the little tree, "all my green leaves are gone. If I could only have another wish, I would ask for leaves of glass." And then it fell asleep. The little fir tree woke up the next day when it heard a strange tickling sound. It was covered with bright and shiny leaves of glass. "Aha," said the little tree, "no tree in the wood glitters like me, and no goat will eat my leaves." But that night there came a firestorm. The little fir tree shook all over, and its shiny leaves scattered on the ground. "My leaves, my glass leaves," moaned the little tree. "They lie broken in the dust while all the other trees are still dressed up. Oh, if I had another wish, I would ask for leaves of gold." That night again, the little tree slept poorly. It woke up in the morning to hear the other trees sighing in awe and wonder. Aha, the little tree looked at itself. It was completely covered in glistening golden leaves. "How grand I am! No other tree in the wood is dressed in gold. No goat shall eat my leaves, and no storm shall break them to bits." Soon there came a young man with a large sack. As he was passing by, he noticed the gleam of golden leaves. "Ha, I shall become very rich today," the man picked up all the leaves of the tree, stuffed them into his sack and hurried away, leaving the little tree cold and bare again. At last cried the little tree bitterly, I want no more leaves, neither gold ones, nor the glass ones, nor green or red or yellow ones. If only I could have my needles, I would never complain again. That night the little tree slept well. It was not jealous anymore. In the morning it laughed aloud with joy. All of its needles were back. All the other trees standing around laughed too, happy for the little fir tree. The little fir tree stood proudly and happy again, and everyone thought it was very beautiful indeed, so beautiful in fact that they dressed up with the lights and ornaments to celebrate Christmas every year. Adapted from the original story of Friedrich Rutger. Friedrich Rutger was a German poet, translator and teacher. He mastered 30 languages and translated many stories and poems from them into German. Reading comprehension. With your elbow partner, complete these sentences with details from the story. The little fir tree was ashamed of other trees. The little tree wanted green leaves as its first wish. A goat ate all its leaves. The little tree asked for glass leaves as its second wish. The leaves broke into a dust. The little tree wished for leaves of gold as its third wish. A young man stole all the golden leaves. The little tree wanted its needles back again as its last wish. Finally, it was satisfied with what it had. Read these sentences and answer the following questions that follow. There came a young man with large sack. What strange thing did the young man see? What did he use his sack for? If only I could have many needles, what was the tree's wish? Did it complain again? How did it feel? Think and answer. Why was the little fir tree sad at the beginning of the story? Why was the little fir tree happy at the end of the story? Values and life skills. Have you wished for something that you do not need but want to have? Share your thoughts in class. Grammar. Read these sentences. The little tree stood bravely in the wood. Stood is a verb. Bravely, more about the verb. The tree laughed merrily. Laughed is a verb. Merrily, which is more about the verb. Words that tell us more about verbs are called adverbs. Some adverbs are formed by adding ly to adjectives. For example, brave plus ly, bravely. Merry plus ly, merrily. Change these adjectives to adverbs. Quiet, quietly. Slow, slowly. Sad, sadly. Proud, proudly. Brave, bravely. Light, lightly. Adverbs are of many types. Here we learn about three main different types of adverbs. Adverbs of manner. The little tree stood bravely. Adverbs of manner tell us how or the manner in which the action is done. Adverbs of place. The little tree stood in the midst of the wood. Adverbs of place tell us where the action takes place. Adverbs of time. That night there came a fine storm. Adverbs of time tell us when the action takes place. There are many adverbs in the story. Choose two for each type and write them in correct column. Then complete this. Next, let's make an adverb change story. Use an adverb from the table above to add a sentence to the story. Rules. Each one of you must use an adverb from the table above. Every time you use an adverb, put a tick mark in the table. The one who uses all the adverb first is the winner. You could use these hints. Once upon a time, there lived a queen. She lived merrily in her palace with her husband and 2 children. Sometimes, can complete that. Next comes listening. Listen to the story and fill in the blanks with the words from it. A poor woodcutter dropped his axe into the river. Just then an angel appeared in the river holding out a gold axe to him. The fairy then brought out a silver axe. The woodcutter said these weren't his. The fairy brought out his wooden axe and the woodcutter took it. The fairy said he was an honest man and gave all the 3 axes. Speaking, make a story like the one you read in this chapter. Work in groups and make notes. Narrate your story to your class. You can complete this. Next comes spelling. The plural of leaf is leaves. We add VES to nouns ending with F and FE to form plurals. For example, knife, knives, draft, drafts, shelf, shelves, elf, elves. Some nouns ending in IF, FFE, FF taken an ES to form plurals. For example, roofs, giraffes, sheriffs. Change these to the plural form. Leaves, leaves, half, halves, wife, wives, loaf, loaves, life, lives, calf, calves, hoof, hoofs, chief, chiefs. Now say the singular and plural words aloud. Writing. You have already spoken about your own story in class. Now follow the steps given under speaking and write the story. This is an activity. Let us make a bookmark using flowers and leaves. You can complete this activity. Then comes my word bank. Read these words and write their opposites. Nibbled, restored, shiny, dull, jealous, generous, laughed, cried, beautiful, ugly, proud, proud, modest. Yes, this completes the chapter. Thank you.